Hi, welcome to Hispanic Speak Out TV, brought to you on Bright House Cable every Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Here we discuss issues of importance in politics and the economy for Hispanics throughout Central Florida, the five-county area of Central Florida. My name is Danny Ramos. I'm your host and the chairman of Hispanic Achievers, and my co-host, Jose Miranda, and our guest who's going to talk about homeless people, and she's an expert having to do with homeless in Central Florida. Her name is Gloria Puerto. Gloria, hi.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Very good.
Jose, welcome again.
Hello, sir.
Okay, we're still going? We're still doing it,
We're
right?
still doing it.
I'd like that.
Another year.
Two things. First, we have the Hispanic Achievers license plate. The Hispanic Achievers license plate, ta-da, is brought to you by the Department of Motor Vehicles in the state of Florida. You can have this plate, put it on your car, and when you register your car at any of the 360 DMV offices throughout the state of Florida, all proceeds from the plate go to needy Hispanic students who need money to go to school. And by state law, the money from the plate goes to that cause, all of it, okay? And it's called the Hispanic Achievers license plate, the first Hispanic license plate in the entire United States. Secondly, we want to offer you an opportunity to get this book free of charge. This is called the Lawyer's Consumer Directory. This lawyer is available at any, Lawyer's Directory is available at any 7-Eleven store throughout Central Florida in the five-county area. And it gives you tips on how to hire a lawyer, what you should ask your lawyer about important subjects such as foreclosure, bankruptcy, divorce, and injury. It's free of charge. Pick it up at any 7-Eleven, and it's English, and it's also Spanish. So we got a bilingual edition, okay? Don't forget, it's free of charge. Gloria, tell us about homeless. You're here to talk about the homeless people in Central Florida. The economy, has had major problems, and there are more homeless people because of the economy, and also because of issues having to do with war in the world.
Yeah, pretty much. The problem is still there, and some states just go up, some states go down. Depends on how the people are moving. And our experience is noticing a lot of migration, and that is the reason why in some states they just go down and they come.
Let's go back a little bit, because you've been here before. You're one of our correspondents. You're our correspondents having to do with social issues, particularly the homeless issue. How did you get into this? I mean, you are a person that everybody knows dedicates almost full time to this subject and helping people out in the home. How did you get involved in this?
Well, that started almost 2 years ago. I'm starting and do volunteer work with different organizations. I'm start, be worried about what is going on here in Orlando, because pretty much what we're doing in that time is collecting donations for outside. For different countries, there are in very bad situation, hunger. And when I start doing the research for the hunger, I noticed that the United States have a lot of that problem, believe it or not. So I'm start looking for what we can do and what's going on here in our house. And then is when I realized that we need a lot of help here, and there is a lot of people out there that needs specific kids, families, and people with chronic homeless. And that chronic is important because there are people that have mental issues or any type of addictions that they're down.
Mm-hmm. How do you differentiate, and how do you help people that are chronic versus helping people that are not?
Actually, there are different spots when you can find that the people that are in need. Sometimes homeless is not the same as houseless. Mm-hmm. So it are professional. Probably you see in the street and you don't notice that they are living in the car, because they are probably have a situation layoff. They lost the house, they lost the safe, and right now they're in any place where they can live. But they are professional people, and you can find a lot of them out there, and they don't show them as a homeless. And there's another type of homeless. They're in the streets, specific in downtown area. Mm. So some of them, they have very bad situation and they are chronic, but not all of them.
What makes a person chronic?
They're
What is the
They don't want
various
to-
scenarios?
Yeah, the scenarios for chronic homeless you can notice in the campaments. They're in the woods. They have the lifestyle there, so they believe they don't have hope. They don't.
But even
they
if
don't
they
allow
did,
them.
even if they did have hope, would they take advantage of it, or are they? Is
Some
it a
of them-
mental
it is a
situation?
mental
So they're
situation,
completely
but-
satisfied being Boy Scouts in the woods for the rest of their lives.
Sometimes, yes, they do.
So then, how can you
do.
help them? I mean, what's the point? If you can't take them out of there, then all you're doing is subsidizing that lifestyle.
Well, sometimes it is good to let them know and try to bring some type of help for the issue that they have. Sometimes we go with different type of person that are professionals on that and try to see how we
Mental
can help
health
a mental
professionals?
health professional, or try to put them out to see how is the best option for them. And that happens this month, in April. At the end of April, one of the campaments that we are being there, do you remember the day
Yeah.
that we
Yes.
went there? One of the guys over there, they have this issue with another one, and they just get fired. Everything gets burned. And so they have to move to another place. What happened is now the police is just getting to any campament they just move on these people out. And that people need help. It is not because they don't really want to, or they really don't realize that they need help. But we have we need to show more opportunities to them. And probably that's what happens.
Gloria, what kind of opportunities? You want to say something, Jose?
No, we interviewed people in that location, for example, that had the fire. And you know that we spoke to people who actually have been living this lifestyle
For 10 years.
for 10 years or more. In fact, before the economy changed. So how do you, is this a person that is so dug in their roots that they can't utilize the help in any meaningful way?
Well, what we find in that campaments, or we find in the streets, that you just give some hope. You put the seed on them. That's my work. I put the seed, I put the help. But you know what I can realize? That some people, they are living in that places, all right? Some of them, they really want to go out. And I have a perfect example. One of the boys there, do you remember the help us with the gas, Louis? Well, right now, because they burn everything and all the campament, all the paperwork, everything that he has, IDs, everything, they burn there. He really wants to get a job. He really wants to, and it's a couple of people there that they really want to as well. People that doesn't want to. But I go with everything for them, because I cannot bring only for the people that want to get out. I try to bring the help for everyone. I put the seed on their heart.
What kind of help do you specifically bring to those two categories when you go in? What do you do? Tell the people what you do.
Okay, our organizations move through 3 different programs. One of the programs is Service for the Heart. Service for the Heart gives supplies for basic needs: clothing, food, any type of medications, topic medications, because the insects bites, or everything that you need to be like a regular basic needs things. The other program that we have is the coach program. The coach program is for people that really want to go out but need some help as therapeutic. And we have a program from one of my helpers, Anna Agostini, called Amore. This Restoring Emotions Through the Art. So we know that we can put some different alternative for people to release what they have through a therapeutic experience, art experience. We bring to the kids the opportunity to show some talents that we can help them out to grow in different schools. So I have schools of art interesting in help these people and help these kids to move on through the path. And we have another program that is team. together everyone achieve more. And what we do is just put all the philanthropic groups with the private companies.
Okay.
So business owners or any type of private entities that want to help with money or any type of service that we do not have. So these 3 programs are running right now, and what our principal goal in the future is have a transitional home where we can bring the people that really wants to move on. So put it into the house and do the entire process of re-educate them to bring it out there with tools to success. All right? Because some of them, they just have to relearn how to live. Probably they know some vocational things that they don't use anymore, so we can retraining to do something else for
When
their
you go
life.
into these wards, do you go by yourself?
No. It is a team. It is a team. And it's very dangerous as well because they have a lot of addictions, and they just lost mine, and they want to start fighting for if it's not enough. So I be very careful with that. I need to be very careful with the know exactly how many people are there, so I bring enough for everyone. I'm just go with someone that is already in there and know them and let them know what I'm gonna do, that I'm not a danger.
Right.
They are not in danger with me there, and I don't.
Well, how do you
will
feel? Do
bring.
you feel that you are ever in danger? Do you feel that you are threatened when you go in there? Because let's face it, you're an attractive woman going into a place where you
Thank
can't
you.
determine the behavior of people who are already, some of them, maybe mentally deviant. So how do you deal with that?
I don't know. It is a lot of people ask me that, and when I just get my work, I get into my work. I don't think on that.
Well, you should.
I will try. Of course, I will try to bring enough people to just get protected by ourselves. I never go at night. Always light. And what we try to do is just do whatever with our hearts, with love.
Right.
We're not in the spot of, okay, we bring something for you. No, just kind of friendship relation, and we start to grow out that relation. So they're very nice with us, actually, because they want to hug us. They need love, and this is something very difficult for people to understand.
How can people donate or volunteer their services to your cause?
It's very simple. I can just they can call me, or they can go through our Facebook page.
What is your website?
We work with Facebook right now.
What's your Facebook?
It's FeedM45. Facebook.com/FeedM45.
Okay. All right. We've run out of time. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. Again, the Lawyers Consumer Directory that you can find in any 7-Eleven store throughout Central Florida. Help you pick and hire a lawyer. Don't forget the Hispanic Achiever License Plate, which is 360 DMV offices throughout the state of Florida, and all the proceeds go to scholarships for needy students. I'm Danny Ramos. We're going to take a break now, and we will be back in a minute with Lisa Pietri, who is the administrator, the state administrator for this license plate. Stand by.
Welcome back. I hope you took care of your business while we were away. I'm being joined by Lisa, and everyone knows Lisa from Hispanic Achievers, and she's hosted this spot a lot more times than I have. Also, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Always is glad to have the opportunity to share with our audience about interesting topics.
Great. We've been talking about a lot of things. One of the things that I wanted to go over again is our economic situation that we have that affects all of us. Especially Latinos, Hispanics, African Americans, and so forth and so on. And that right now the economy looks like it's moving in the right direction. It's moving slowly, but we have been positive in a lot of movements out there to achieve goals. And of course, we're in the middle of the silly season because we're going up to the 2012 elections, where the name of the tune for all of this is, what fantastic story can I tell the public that they'll believe against the sitting president or against anyone? And I find it amazing that we have so many Americans, especially Latinos and African Americans, that buy into this sad tidings kind of affair. You know, the president recently decided he was for marriages, all marriages of gay and lesbian and things like that. He was for people who love each other and who care about each other. And we have the Republican Party, who is totally on the opposite ends of this. And I was surprised to hear a lot of Latinos and African Americans are also against this. What's your thought on this?
I really have a very personal thought about it. I think the most important is to promote family values.
Right.
Family values, that's really what Hispanic Achievers really is going aligned to.
Mm-hmm.
And we just announced that Hispanic Achievers will be presenting Christian concerts.
Okay.
And this is really because of our mission to promote diversity, but also the values that I was mentioned, like the family values.
Mm-hmm.
So that really should be, I will say the priority on all this. You know, to promote in all ways the family values, and this starts since children, and we all need to be involved with that. If people are against or in favor, that's I would say a personal thinking or point of view.
Right.
So we really just need to promote a better quality of life.
Okay. Do you think this concept of same-sex marriage is something that breaks down family values?
Again, I will tell you, that will depend of the point of view, how the individual has been raised in their family, of their values, or of their beliefs. So it's really, if you're asking me, is my personal point of view, I will say it really, if it's not in my internal family per se, I don't see how it could be, because it's in the family where you, like I have been saying, promote what you want as values, as beliefs in your family. So it's really my point of view.
The Democrats and the Republicans are also in a conversation. They want to pass a bill against violence against women. The Republicans' version of it is they're okay with it as long as it's not same-sex, it is not a Native American, etc. And the Democratic side of it is to include those parties that I just mentioned. It would seem that things happening on the federal grounds are not necessarily covered, and the Republicans want, instead of saying this should affect everyone, want to have that as a separate discussion. What do you think Hispanics feel on that?
Okay, are you asking me specifically of?
Yeah, in other words, this is a concept, there's a law that is about to expire that protects women. Okay, this protects you in case you get hurt, someone wants to hurt you, hit you, a spouse, a co-worker, any of those things. This law is to prevent those things from happening. The Republicans want to limit that specifically to a family and not same-sex, and they also want to limit it against alleged illegal aliens, people who are not here illegally, and American Indians and stuff like that, because they want to separate that. So
I agree that having laws that protect either minorities, women, or really everyone is very important, because one thing that I know that both parties agree on is that we need to create jobs.
Right.
We need to create jobs in order to reduce the incidence in crime. And you're talking about women, in domestic violence.
Right.
So that I really agree, because with these laws, people will be more protected. And if we offer jobs, in which I will be mentioning in a few minutes, it really helps in the reduction of the statistics of all these issues that a tight economy brings.
Right, right. The economy does and can create inroads in it. Now, speaking about jobs and inroads into future things, what is it that you're up to? You're up to a bunch of things there.
Oh, yes.
So tell us.
Yes, Hispanic Achievers provides different kind of programs for 30 years that have been serving the community.
Right.
And one of the key programs are the diversity career fairs. The diversity career fairs have been taking place in Central Florida for the past 12 years, and it really provides the forum in which candidates and recruiters can meet. Candidates can learn what are the demands in the marketplace and in the workplace. So it's a fantastic place to go in order to sell their skills, their knowledge, their experiences. And the next career fair that I would like our audience to take note of will be on June 4th. That's a Monday, and it will take place at the Florida Hotel, which is connected to the Florida Mall in Orlando. More details, we will have it published on our website, hispanicachievers.org, and also people can call us at 321-277-0850. The real purpose of the diversity career fairs is to promote diversity and do special efforts to reach out to minority communities, even though everyone is welcome to the career fair.
Do you find more employers are participating more now than they have in the past, seeking more people to hire?
Well, absolutely not, because in the past, I would say like 4 years ago, we will have like 50 or 60 employers coming to the career fair, and these times we have around 30, 35 coming, which is good, because each one of these companies, which represent different industries in Central Florida, are offering jobs. There are jobs, but there are too many people looking for the same jobs. So what we recommend the candidates to get prepared, to know themselves, get prepared, do a good resume, network with other people, network with these recruiters that attend to the career fairs, and follow up. Follow up very responsibly, taking notes, asking for a business card, in which, or ask how you can follow up on your application in order to learn what other kind of opportunities you may have. And Workforce Central Florida has partnered with us at the Diversity Career Fairs. So this time we will be having educational sessions at the site. So we will have sessions talking about how to build a good resume and how to get prepared for an interview. So those are different sessions that we will have at the same time of Diversity Career Fair by Workforce Central Florida, who kindly has partnered with us at the career fairs.
Now, do you find it, statistically, lately it has been pointed out that more women are in the workforce now than ever before? Now, do you find a disproportionate amount of women are showing up as opposed to men, seeking employment, or you think it's pretty much balanced?
Well, it's a little difficult to say because of many candidates that come on the career fairs. I would say there's a chance of 50-50, but certainly the number says that women will be the most part of the workplace in just a few years coming on. So that's why we need to promote, we need to provide information in which they can grow, information in which women also can have the same equal opportunities than men. And I'm talking about salary, opportunities to progress, etc.
Well, we all know that right now women only get paid 70 cents on the dollar.
Correct.
Okay, so you're still on the short end of this process. However, it also at the same time shows there's an increase of women CEOs and stuff like that. First time in history that has occurred. What would you say to the aspiring student who just graduated and is joining this monopoly of a workforce out here, what are some of the main things that they should take with them to these interviews?
Yes, some advices that I can tell graduating students is to keep updated with their education, to network also with other professionals or people that can teach them, to look for a mentor, to be part of a professional association in which you can learn and develop in many ways too. So there is many ways in which you can give back to other students and that you can learn from other mentors.
Okay. Is it important when you enter the workforce or starting back, if you got paid $30 an hour, somebody's offering you $7 an hour, how do you put that in balance for yourself?
Well, that's quite difficult, right? But the important here is if a door opens,
Right.
you analyze what opportunities you will have in that industry in which you can perform the best way that you can and grow. Because by demonstrating what you have, you very probably will have other steps for growing that company.
Right.
So it's really a matter of priorities, needs, and opportunities that you can see within that industry.
How would you overcome disappointment? I mean, I'm fresh out of school. You know, the job market is filled with people with years and years of experience. And I go and people look at me and say, "Well, you're overqualified, basically." How do you get back? How do you get over that in order to be successful?
Yeah, some people bring me the same statement. It's just a matter within the conversation of the interview to let that recruiter or human resources professional know that you're open to other opportunities as well, even though you have your master's degree or your doctorate degree, that you're open to accept other opportunities in which you can become an asset in that company. And then in the future, if there is any other opportunity that you can apply for.
So you're saying get in the door first. That's what you're saying, basically.
Yes, of course.
Regardless of how much it is.
Yes, of course. It's a matter, that's why I'm saying, it's a matter of priority. If you don't have a job right now, that's an option, to be part of the workforce.
Right. Wow. Making this go all the way around, because we talk about jobs and stuff. Now, jobs take a sharp head to handle, and while we're going at this business, we need legislators to help provide that forum that we can get it forward to work. What would you say to people who are not only looking for jobs, but how should they be voting, or should they vote? Should they sit back and wait? What should they be participating in life around them?
You mean the people in general,
Yeah,
in
people
terms
in
to
general.
vote?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. They should register, first of all. If they're not, they should, because people that register and vote either to either party, the most important thing is to perform your vote.
Right.
Because if you don't vote, you don't count.
Right.
If you don't count, you should not give even your opinion. so I would say that first of all is register and vote.
Okay.
And a vote is a voice.
Right.
Is a voice. And if you're counted,
Right.
then the budget allocated for the different counties
Moves.
will be more real,
Right.
more real to the situation
So
and the people.
tell us one more time your next upcoming event.
Yes, Hispanic Achievers will be presenting its next Diversity Career Fair on Monday, June 4th.
Right.
It will be from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Florida Hotel, which is connected to the Florida Mall. And the hotel is located at 1500 Sand Lake Road in Orlando. And of course, for more information, the audience can call me at 321-277-0850 or to visit our website, HispanicAchiever.org.
On behalf of myself, Lisa, Danny, and we wish you a well and prosperous week, and we'll see you again next time, same place.